Hey guys, what's going on? Matthew or MP Brick Studios here, back with another LEGO Ninjago review here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at set number 2174, the Cruncha Blister Pack. This set came out in 2012 with 24 pieces, 5 cards, and 1 minifigure for $10. But with that, let's get on to the review. So first up, we are actually just going to be looking at the spinner first, and I will tell you guys how to actually play the game. So basically, here is your Cruncha minifigure, and you will take a weapon. Let's say I want the chain one. Place it right in his hand like that, however you want it in his hand. And then you'll take the spinner. See, there is an arrow right there. And then the clear ones are kind of difficult, but in between 4 studs, you can see there's the arrow there. So they're difficult on these ones, but if you line it up, it's in the perfect spot for the minifigure to sit down and sit nicely. So there's him on it. I'll spin it for you. That was not a good spin. Just stop that right there. That was not yeah, I don't know. He kind of came out, but he's doing all right. Maybe a different weapon. See how they work. But basically, this is how it works. You can kind of just pick your weapon and spin them, and then basically the first one to fall off loses, basically. So the first one that stays on wins. And for the actual design of the spinner itself, I think it's good. I'm probably a little biased against it because I have way too many of these. I have like 4 of this spinner, so I'm not really keen to liking it, because I'm just annoyed that I have so many. But it is nice. It really invokes being the Earth skeleton. If you don't know what I mean, Cruncha was the skeleton of Earth, at least in the minifigures and the sets, and especially the spinner game. Not so much in the show. And then every Skulkin, or at least all the translucent Skulkin spinners were purple on the bottom. So overall nice, kind of just a basic spinner. And apparently it was exclusive to the Lightning Dragon battle as well. That's a joke. It said exclusive spinner, but it included this. So it definitely wasn't exclusive. But then looking at this, you get this to be like a card holder. Now, I'll put them in, but I don't like doing this whatsoever. I do not like it. It's weird. I'm trying to collect every card in a pretty good condition. So, like, this is weird. I don't want to do this. I'm taking them out. Sorry. But I don't like it that way. And then you can also use the bricks. If you have a card to basically invoke it, you can use the bricks to place them on your spinner and spin it that way. So they'll be kind of shields for your minifigure. So yeah, you get some good builds and some overall great for the price. But we'll get on to my overall thoughts after we get to the weapons and the minifigure. So starting with the weapons, we'll look at just the most basic one, which is just a super long bone. These were really funny back then. I don't remember if they were introduced for Ninjago, but they were interesting. This one does not have any kind of axe on it. It's just a bone. So there's that. Always liked those. Then you have the chain weapon. Just 3 pieces that you saw me using. Nice. I always like the chain weapons, especially because they just flail and kind of attack more. But then again, for gameplay, I don't know how chain weapons would actually do. I don't really have anyone I can play with to actually see how it works. But I don't assume that these would work super well. They're not stiff. They would just, they would just pass through. They would just go around or whatever. So my bad. I don't think that would actually do much for gameplay. But then here is his main weapon. This is this double-sided axe. You got a Sensei Wu staff and 2 axe blades on it. So nice. You can just, double-sided axe. That is what he uses on his card there. So, I guess that is his main weapon there. So, yeah. Let's get on to the minifigure. So, here's the one and only minifigure in this set, Cruncha. And I always thought this guy was really funny as a minifigure. I like the printing of the helmet on his head. That was always nice. And then looking at his eye here, it looks like he Sharpied on a monocle, and that's not like me putting it on. That's print on it. So it almost looks like he's trying to look smart or whatever. Then he's got this big armor piece, and with the original Skulkin heads, oh man, they just fit so amazingly. So he's got this super bulky armor piece, and the spike is gray, and as well as the belt is gray to show that he is the skeleton of Earth. At least in the game he is. And then when you just press this down, it is just perfect. It looks amazing, fit in like that. And then I'll mention he had the sideways arms in this set so that he can have a weapon pointed out of the spinner instead of going straight up and down, because that's not going to help you in a spinner battle. So yeah, that's why they had these in the spinners, if you didn't know. And then classic Skulkin boots. Love these. The only reason they ever had them was actually so that they could fit in the spinner and stay. Regular skeleton legs can't do that. So I'm very happy with how we got those because they are super funny. And yeah, overall, I think this is a great minifigure. And let's get on to the cards. So, the cards. We have 5 game cards in this set. First off, we have Cruncha. He has the most in Earth and Ice, both being 400, and 100 in Fire and Lightning. You can see total 1,000. And yeah, really cool art. I like it a lot. Shows his main weapon. And then there's what the back of all of them look like. Next up, we have Sacrifice. This is a 400 SP ice one, so he can use it. Give up a skeleton arm to take an extra weapon if you win. Nice. Impersonation, 300, so he can use it. Play this card as a copy of opponent's card. That's a nice one. Recovery, 200 earth. He can use it. Add a skeleton arm. Nice. So you can use that along with this one. Give up a skeleton arm and then gain back a skeleton arm. Next up, Gold Smash. Cancel opponent's gold card. Nice. That's a powerful one for Earth. And we're back at Cruncha. So yeah, I think it was good, especially for the gameplay. I loved playing the game as a kid. It was a very interesting thing. And I'm glad to have the cards I have. Sadly, I don't have many anymore. But these are very nice ones. So let's get on to my overall thoughts. So what are my overall thoughts on this set? Personally, I really like this set. I think it was a great way to get a nice minifigure, some cards for the game, and it could have been, your first spinner set. And I think that works pretty well for what it is. It definitely does the job well, and I like it a lot. So with that, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.